Alright, I'm gonna go over how I make gar fishing jug lines to catch alligator gar. First of all, I'm gonna go over the stuff I use, the floats. The floats are a PVC pipe, 18 inches long, 2-inch pipe with a 2-inch caps. You get it at the local hardware store. The leaders I use, also 18 inches long, with a 3/0 treble hook, crimped onto a coated steel cable. The cable is a 90-pound cable. Get it from 7 Strand, and it comes in 30-foot spools. Good cable, and it requires the A7 clamps. So first of all, here you take your cable, cut your cable about 20 inches long, and get your sleeve. Run your cable through the sleeve, and then you'll go through the eye of your hook, back in, and with the crimping tool, also from 7 Strand, you crimp it to your desired hole. And that would, then you would have your leader made here with the hook on one end and just an eye on the other end. You know, pretty small, about the size of your pinky, just to run your string through. I take like I said, on this jug, I have probably about 6 foot of string on this jug, and at the bottom it's doubled, and just tie it off like you do a regular trout line. And then I would take my bait, which I use mullet, but you can use other fish. I use brim, shad, different things like that for them. I made this out of a welding rod, just a needle to thread my bait on with. I flattened out the top end, and I cut a groove into it to hold my leader. And I would take my leader from the top end, hook it through this, and hold it tight along the side of the needle. And I would take my bait fish, stick this in his mouth, pass it all the way through the fish until it comes out of his tail. When it comes out of the tail, you grab it, pull your needle back out of his mouth, and you put him on there, and his mouth will be face down over your hooks. And then you would take it to attach it to your jug, which you doubled in. You run it through the eye, all the way through, and then around your bait, and pull tight. Then your jug would be ready to set. Throw it in the water. And that's the method I've found that works best. I've tried with single hooks, like a 8/0 hook, and even 2 8/0 hooks turned backwards and crimped and running that same way through the fish's mouth. I've tried a bunch of different ways. I've used wire instead of the cable, but I've always caught better with this setup. And so that's the way I found works best. That's about it. If I come up with any others, I'll update it.